You great individuals, pay attention to this. The cryptocurrency market is a place that may be very exhausting. Believe me, I am completely immersed with cryptocurrency on a daily basis. You name it, XRP, Bitcoin, what else? It's something I'm looking at right now. It is something that I am studying literally 7 days a week. For the entire year, I do not take any vacation days. You all are aware that I publish at least one video to my channel each and every day. As a result of the topic that I will be discussing with you all in the video that I am going to upload today, I am really exhausted. I would want to begin by expressing my affection for each and every one of you. Above everything else, I am grateful to each and every one of you. Nevertheless, there is one thing that I have observed in the cryptocurrency sector, and I believe that it is also happening in other investing spaces as well, and that is the fact that people are purchasing things, keeping things, and putting their money into everything. Indeed, people tend to get quite impatient. As a result, individuals begin to anticipate, as you could say, rapid financial expansion. You are aware that their portfolio is mushrooming. A number of individuals believe that the price of XRP is likely to reach $10,000 per coin, and that this will be placed this week. Indeed, there are some serious individuals who are of the opinion that the price of XRP is going to reach $10,000 per coin during this bull run. It is true that something like that does genuinely exist. There are clearly a lot of individuals out there that have various opinions, and not everyone is like this, but I have observed that a lot of the newer folks in the cryptocurrency sector are highly impatient. Is that correct? The thing that they do is that they focus on the most recent few months, and they forget about the events that have occurred before to that. And here's the problem, and I believe that this is true regardless of whether you are discussing the stock market, real estate, or cryptocurrency. I believe this to be true regardless of the context. Not one of these locations is a scam to become wealthy quickly. Alright? The cryptocurrency market is not a place where one can get wealthy overnight. Investing in stocks is not a way to easily become wealthy. The real estate market is not a place where one can get wealthy instantly. If, on the other hand, you employ tried and true basic tactics that have been utilized for a considerable amount of time in any of these markets, you have a very good probability of achieving success. In fact, if you're continuously using, the information that is out there, and you're actually doing it the proper way, and you're using historical patterns, it's extremely tough to actually lose money in a lot of these locations. A very extremely challenging task. When you are just starting out, it is obviously not going to be possible for you to have this foundation of information. You won't be able to determine which were the correct answers and which were the incorrect responses. When you initially begin your trip into the world of investments, it is quite probable that you will suffer a loss of some amount of funding. This is the point at which some individuals quit up. They suffer a financial loss. It is said by them, "This is not for me. The next step in my life is to move on." Every time that takes place. On the other hand, success does not come overnight for those individuals who honestly remain committed, who truly possess patience, and who accept the fact that it is not something that happens fast. They are the individuals that truly perform exceptionally effectively in their endeavors. Now I'd want to demonstrate to you all something that I'm talking about in order to show you what I mean. As we continue to scroll out on this chart, we are going all the way back to the year 2022 on the XRP charts. Congratulations. Alright, so this was the point at which the bull run came to an end in the year 2022, correct? During the month of April, you can see that this is the farthest back you can go on XRP, which is the exchange that I am actively watching. There was a significant drop in the amount. To begin, the price of XRP dropped from several dollars per coin during the pinnacle of that run to 30 cents per coin in a very short period of time. This decline occurred extremely swiftly within a few months. Alright? You should realize that at this moment, many were effectively declaring that cryptography is no longer relevant. The current price of XRP was 29 cents. Okay, the question is, why am I here? They said. It has come to an end. As a result, we observed that the price of XRP virtually doubled in a very short amount of time, right? After then, it continued to trade in a sideways direction for a number of months, many months, 6 months, 7 months, and even 8 months. And then there were days when it would practically double in price, which would be a 73% increase, just to give you an example right here, isn't that correct? And then it traded sideways for a number of months, multiple months, and even dropped all the way back down to somewhere in the area of 30 cents, which is considered to be the lowest point. Also, this was a number of years ago, is that correct? If you look closely, you can see the number 23 right here, all the way up to the end of the number 24. During this entire time span, there was not a significant movement in the price of XRP. What I mean is, take a look at this. Over the course of a year, they engaged in mercantilism. It was basically simply trading in a sideways direction for a year and a half. You had very much always corrected back down to the same pricing that you were at before, right? Perhaps there were 3 or 4 instances of some great price action, but you had pretty much always done so from the beginning. And then out of the blue, after a couple of years of people not experiencing anything significant, we witnessed a complete and utter eruption, don't you think? In addition, here is the situation with cryptocurrencies. It is my firm belief that at least 60% of those who are currently viewing this video did not make any purchases of cryptocurrency, XRP, Solana, or Bitcoin during the time period in question. The remaining 40% of you, on the other hand, did not purchase as much as you probably ought to have given the current pricing, right? But there was a very small subset, maybe less than 10% of you guys that were consistently buying during this couple of year period, where XRP was trading between 30 to 50 cents per coin, right? And those people are the ones that got extremely rich. Right, people that consistently just saved their money that they got from working and invested consistently and didn't let their conviction waver. It is those individuals who performed really well. This cannot be denied in any way. Also, this is the case even before the year 2022. During that barren time, this was true from the year 2018 all the way through the year 2021. During that barren time, this was true from the year 2022 all the way through the year 2024. Furthermore, we are currently in a bull cycle, is that correct? Additionally, the majority of the individuals who are currently watching this movie are right here, connected someplace in this very location. It may have been anywhere from January to July, but they just recently started investing in XRP. According to the data that I have, the majority of the individuals who are viewing my films have not been consuming content of this nature for more than 6 months, is that correct? As a result, the majority of people do not comprehend this fight that has been going on for the past couple of years, right? To put this in perspective, there was no assurance that XRP would ever truly recover, and you know all of that was a possibility, right? The vast majority of people do not comprehend the difficulty. You do realize that I was producing films on a daily basis over that entire time span, right? To put it another way, everything is out there. That stuff has been something I've been working on for a very long time, and sure, I have not altered at all at this point. It goes without saying that nothing has changed now that I have been, as you may say, confirmed correct by the charts for all those years. Despite this, I want to continue producing films on a daily basis. However, I am aware that some of you are eager, so please